Hi guys, the book that I chose for my diverse book talk is Last Stop on Market Street. It is by Matt de la Pena and it's illustrated by Christina Robinson. This is a story of a little boy named CJ and his grandmother. They're coming home from church one Sunday and CJ just has all of these problems. His first issue is, they don't have a car. He's upset that they don't have a car and they have to take the bus everywhere. Then he's upset that he doesn't have an iPod like the little boys that got on the bus. And his grandmother is very wise and is very optimistic about their lives. And she always gives him positive affirmations to kind of combat his negative feelings. One thing that is really iconic about this story is the language of CJ reflects a lot of the language that you hear in inner city communities. So he asks questions like, why we gotta do this? Or why we don't got a car? Things like that. And those are the things that I hear every single day. And I know that, our kids, they hear these things every single day. Another thing that is really iconic to me about this story is this image. This is an image that I have never seen in a children's book. Not ever. And I read a lot of children's books and none of them have, a man sitting on a bus with tattoos all over him. Now, it is something that we see very often, but we don't see that reflected in the stories that we read our children and in the books that our children read and that they are exposed to. So this is just a really, really, really special book and a special story to me. A little bit about Matt de la Pena. He is Mexican and white. So his dad is Mexican, his mom is white, and he grew up in California, in National City, right on the border of Mexico. So he lived not too far away from the border. He grew up very impoverished. He was the first one in his family to go to college, and he got there on a basketball scholarship. Mr. Pena says a lot that his childhood defined his life. Growing up in poverty defined the way that he lives his life even to this day. And he feels that it's very important to reflect the lives of children that live in poverty because, little brown children, little children of color, they don't see themselves in stories very often. They see the majority all the time. And in the stories that they do see about themselves, they don't shed a good light on brown people. So I think that this story, again, is very, very, very special and very important. This book has won the Caldecott. Which one's the Caldecott? Yes, the Caldecott honor. It has won the Newbery Medal and the Coretta Scott King Award, all in 2016. By the way, this book was written in 2015. It was copyrighted in 2015. This story, I think, would be best for small, primary grades. So K through 2, I think, would benefit the absolute most because, teachers in those grades do read aloud very often. And so I think this should be on every teacher's, in every teacher's library because it is that important and it's that pertinent, I feel. But I think it's just special for all children. I feel like every child should read it. But yes, this story is phenomenal and I suggest that all of my classmates have this as a part of their library.